Okay, so we talked about a lot about the Pixel 4 already. So there's still a few things left for us to discuss, and we're gonna do that here in this review or the rest of the review. So we'll make sure to put links to all the other Pixel 4 coverage in the description below, as well as cards, so you can check that out. So, and without further ado, the rest of our Pixel 4 review. So when it comes to the overall design and hardware and look of it all, we got the Panda version, white back with the black edges, orange button. They got that nice matte finish on the back, aluminum frame, Gorilla Glass. It's made sturdy, still IP68 dust water resistant, but the overall look still retains that minimalist or evolved minimal look that Google usually uses for Pixel designs, and it retains that here. So I think it's a good evolution. Got rid of the notch finally. You have a thicker bezel up top, slightly, that houses all the sensors that we discussed on the software side of things. But on the bottom, you have a nice slim bezel where you can access more of the screen. So the Pixel 4 is a 5.7-inch 1080p-ish, a little higher than 1080p display OLED panel, while the XL is a larger 6.3-inch QHD OLED panel. So both of these have 90 Hertz refresh. So that means, it refreshes faster, everything will move a lot snappier as far as visuals and scrolling and different things. But it was discovered that it only happens when you're, when you're using certain apps and different things, but the brightness has to be at least 75% or higher, and that's where it'll activate. Outside of that, it'll stay the same 60 Hertz. This also is kind of a double whammy with the Pixel displays. They're bright, they're great, the colors, viewing angles, everything is great, but they're on the dim side. So you have to, when you compare it to other displays, they're not as bright. Like the nits are lower. Not a bad thing, but just something worth noticing. So there is an option when you activate developer mode where you can force it to go 90 Hertz all the time. It'll take a hit on your battery. We'll get to that momentarily. But you can use that until that update. They're working on an update, so that should hopefully rectify that. We'll see what happens. So I was surprised that Google didn't go for the faster Snapdragon 855 Plus processor. They stuck with the regular 855, and I thought it would be a sort of a detriment to what the Pixel can do. And you add that with the 6 gigs of RAM, leaving apps open and all that, I haven't had any issues. So hopefully we'll see how far that continues within the lifespan of the device. Now on to the part that many people have already heard about, battery. So the smaller Pixel 4 has a slightly smaller battery from last year's. Meanwhile, the larger 4 XL is bigger than last year's. I was getting probably about 11 hours of juice using the Pixel 4 Heavy, which isn't bad. And then I was getting probably about 16, 17 hours using the XL Heavy. The battery isn't terrible. It's just terrible by 2019 standards, because pretty much everybody's offering amazing battery life. We go from a S10 to a Note, and even the new iPhone. Like I have to charge my iPhone every other day. So with this, I have to charge it every night. So it's kind of like, I would love to see more. But of course, your use case may vary from mine. We talked about the Recorder app in our hands-on with it. So this kind of goes hand in hand with live captions and the Google Assistant that we talked about in the software video. So the Recorder app is really good at transcribing. It's not 100%. I would probably give it around 89% accuracy for me. But the cool thing about it is that it's great for taking notes, interviews. It offers timestamps. You can do keyword searches for if you're a student or if you're a content creator doing interviews. This will definitely help you out and save you some time. That's our take on it. If you're gonna get it, I would definitely aim for the larger 4XL model if you can. Let us know what you think about it. Did you pick one up? Are you enjoying it so far? We can talk about it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate you for doing so, and see you in the next video. Peace.